It's go time!
Point-and-click games, you either love them or you hate them. The obtuse and often illogical puzzles, overwhelming amounts of dialogue choices, and seemingly endless lack of direction at times simply aren't for everyone. However, it's a genre I personally adore and have great fondness for. The comical nature that often accompanies these releases is a big part of the charm, with games such as Grim Fandango and Maniac Mansion being among my all-time favorites. I mean, how many games let you microwave a hamster? Slender Threads from indie developer Blights takes a supernatural approach to the genre, offering familiar gameplay with some nice modern refinements that attempt to alleviate some of the genre's frustrations. But is Slender Threads worth your attention? Or should you click away faster than a speedrunner on cocaine? Let's find out in our full review.
I have a gigantic leak in my roof that I haven't bothered to fix in years, silly.
Well, that clears things up. Silly.
Real quick, be sure to click over to patreon.com/idreamofindiegames to support indie visibility. You'll gain Discord access, early ad-free shows, shoutouts at the end of every video we produce, a podcast 3 days early, and so much more. Your new indie gaming community is waiting for you. Slender Threads opens with a struggling salesman and aspiring writer named Harvey Green, who is sent on assignment to the mysterious and eerie town of Villa Ventana to sell another writer's story. After attempting to settle in for the evening in his less-than-ideal hotel room, Harvey is awakened by a nightmare prompting him to explore the surrounding area. Unbeknownst to him, Harvey inevitably stumbles upon what appears to be a crime scene, leading to a greater mystery involving a hilarious cast of characters as they uncover the paranormal events occurring within the town. Any good point-and-click adventure title lives and dies by its cast, and thankfully Slender Threads features a wonderful and diverse bunch of weirdos. Harvey himself is an entertaining bloke whose naivety sometimes gets him into trouble, or on the flip side, works in his favor. He's not the only character that feels inept in Villa Ventana though. The police officers are rather peculiar, a kooky doctor seems totally off her rocker, and the town drunk, well, he's the town drunk.
Sleeping like an inebriated adult man.
There's a lot to like about this cast, and the greater narrative will keep you thoroughly entertained throughout its 8 to 10 hour duration. In terms of gameplay, Slender Threads does its very best to alleviate many of the pains that the point-and-click genre is often criticized for. Make no mistake, this is a point-and-click game through and through, however it comes with a solid hint system, the ability to highlight interactable objects, and a robust map and fast travel system that keep the pace moving at a reasonable speed. If you don't love the genre, Slender Threads definitely won't change your mind, but it truly does its damnedest to be an accessible game without being a complete walk in the park. This doesn't mean you won't hit the occasional brick wall here or there, I certainly did, but the good news is that most of these puzzles can eventually be cracked without the need for a guide, as long as you pay close attention to the finer details in the environment, clues from the inhabitants, and you don't mind a bit of backtracking. But thankfully, the aforementioned fast travel helps a great deal with the latter. The controls are as simple as you would expect. Left click for quick actions, right click for a few additional actions, and easy access to a handy-dandy notebook that keeps track of your story progress while offering clues if needed. The inventory is straightforward and accessible, allowing players to easily combine items to solve certain puzzles. And that's really all there is to it. The visual presentation of Slender Threads is quite charming, reminiscent of the Coraline film released in 2009. There's a bit of a creepy Tim Burton-esque vibe to the game, which shines through wonderfully in the artwork. The animations are lovely, and the town itself is surprisingly large, filled with varied, gorgeously detailed locations. Smooth PC performance at 120 FPS on my rig is also excellent. The mix of 2D and 3D visuals really blend together well in Slender Threads, making it lovely to explore. However, what truly brings this world to life are the phenomenal voice performances across the board.
Change your shirt.
That's a totally different skill set.
Whatever you say. If you're serious, put together an entry and place it on the table over there.
Not a single cast member in Slender Threads disappoints, which is a welcome change in the indie gaming scene, where bad acting can often detract from the experience. Thankfully, this point-and-click title both looks and sounds excellent, featuring lovely, subtle compositions that perfectly complement the game's zany happenings. Overall, I greatly enjoyed my time playing Slender Threads. While I did get frustrated on a few occasions, it happened less frequently than I expected. I appreciate the well-written story with a great sense of humor, the awesome diorama-like visuals, and the strong voice performances. If you're a fan of point-and-click adventure titles and are looking for one that leans both into the comedic and supernatural, Slender Threads should satisfy your cravings, even if it doesn't rewrite the genre. Here at I Dream of Indie Games, we believe that games are so much more than a number, which is why we have our 3 Genie Lamp tier system. A bronze lamp represents a good game with quite a few issues, a silver lamp is for a great game with just a few small issues, and the elusive golden Genie Lamp of approval is for those essential releases that have to be in your collection. We also have the Rusty Lantern for mediocre titles that have a faint glimmer of hope, and the dreaded Indie Krampus for the ones you should avoid. And when it comes to Slender Threads, I'm going to award this point-and-click adventure the Silver Genie Lamp of Approval.
You have clay for me.
Good guess.
Something like that. In return, you take any item in the shop.
Even one of those chips?
You will use it to defraud the casino.
Oh, no, I have a wobbly table. I'll slide it under a leg.
Ah, yes. I am familiar with wobbly legs.
For far too long, you, the gamer, have been denied honest gaming coverage. Indie developers and publishers have lost their voice, but no longer. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and head over to patreon.com/idreamofindiegames to join this epic campaign for indie visibility. The echo chamber trembles as our message grows louder. Voice to the voiceless!